Yo, so one of the shooters, remember, we just saw the timeline of Justin, I forgot his last name, first name Justin, I believe. The one with the Bass Pro Shop hat back here, the one with the gun. We saw the whole timeline. The court literally the one played the entire timeline of his day before, when he went to go pick up the car, everything, to what he did after when he flew out to Indianapolis. He was even with his daughter, bro, 30 minutes before he caught the body. It's crazy to me. Like 30 minutes before you see this picture right here, he was with his daughter in his hotel, in his apartment hallway waiting for an elevator. If you haven't seen that video, go check that out, bro. They showed the timeline from the day prior to the day after the murder. It was crazy just seeing that. And it was just wild to see how much CCTV really follows you throughout the city. It's just crazy. But that's not who we're here to speak about. Who we're here to speak about is homie right here with the blue hoodie and the AK-47, the Draco. He's the one that ended up speaking. He snitched on him. Look, he's not even there yet shooting. He's still running to the scene out of the driver's seat. This nigga's already letting an AK-47 sing. And he snitched on him. He snitched on Big Jook. He snitched on everybody involved in this case. Crazy. This is really the definition of snitching. Like, I was like, nah, I was scared. I didn't even, bro. Who was the first one letting that shit sing and said exactly how everything went down. Crazy. That should tell you kids, stay in school, my brother. Stay in school. It's never worth it. They paid this nigga $800 for all this crazy shit you see him doing here. This man got life in prison. He hasn't got sentenced yet, but he's gonna get sentenced even though he snitched. $800? Come on. Take somebody's life. Not even Dolph. We're not even gonna say Dolph. Taking some Dolph's life is crazy. But taking any human's life is what you got to show for it. Now life in prison. He hasn't got sentenced yet, but his man got sentenced. We saw that. He got guilty on all charges, life in prison. And they're gonna give him more time in November 1st for like being a felon with a gun. Yeah, what? He already got life in prison. He don't give a damn what else you're gonna give him. Doing a giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. We're gonna give away the unboxing on this channel. Let's check out this video though and see what's going on. He takes a stand, the caption says in this video, and he talks about how Yo Gotti's brother, Big Jook, paid for all this. He paid for the hit on Dolph's life. He paid for all this. And again, Dolph made one of the most legendary songs ever, 100 Shots. How y'all niggas missed 100 shots. And then at the end of the day, we see Black Youngster rented that car and everything, and they got away with it. You get me? Like, Dolph didn't really push much against that. But that was already a fishy case. To now see this and see Yo Gotti's brother involved.
100 bullets were fired into Young Dolph's SUV, and 3 months later, police have pinned Memphis rapper Black Youngsta for his alleged involvement. Authorities have revealed that the van used to shoot up Dolph's bulletproof SUV in February was rented by Youngsta, whose associates later turned themselves over to the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office, where they were then charged with 6 counts each of discharging a weapon into occupied property and felony conspiracy. Upon entering the sheriff's office, Youngster proclaimed his innocence, making this brief statement.
I ain't fired nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I ain't seen nothing. I was just come out of raid. Somebody snitching.
Youngster's attorney stands by his client's innocence by stating the van rented by the rapper was stolen prior to when the shooting took place. Youngster and Dolph have both engaged this ongoing feud in which public threats were made on social media and through...
I see a Rico coming soon, brother. If you got a CMG chain, nigga, try to get out that label now. This is all alleged because we don't know more than you, but what I've been putting together from the internet is looking bad for CMG.
And did y'all do a crazy U-turn or anything, or what y'all do?
Nah, we came with the back street. The back street.
Following the clicker, is this what
Again, the voice you hear is the killer telling what they were doing.
y'all did?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to the light, made the loop around.
Did you see him get out of his car like this?
Nah, I ain't seen him get out the car.
Okay. Say y'all?
Yeah, this is right there.
What's up here?
It's me.
Can you stop it? All right. We're gonna back up. I might wanted to, back up a little bit. All right. First guy out of the car, who's that?
It's me.
That's you? Which one of the guns do you have?
I got the little Draco stab on.
Okay, that's that semi.
And that boy, look, he couldn't even control that shit. Like, he was shooting everything in there. You see how the way his hands was moving? Crazy.
Automatic weapon, is that right?
Yeah.
You ever shot that thing before?
Nah, I ain't never shot him.
Okay. You can proceed, artist. That's your gap hoodie, is that right?
Yeah, that's me.
That's you, who you shooting at?
Young Dolph.
All right, now back it up again. Miss Iris, if you would.
His brother goes in the car, I'm assuming, and grabs when he grabs the other weapon, the actual semi-automatic, and starts letting that shit.
Back it up for Justin getting out of the car.
showing how Justin got out of that driver's seat.
All right, who's the second person here that got out of the driver's side?
It just,
He's got the smaller handgun, is that right?
yeah, bad baseball, hey, bad pro baseball.
You're firing this crazy thing. What you see? What are you feeling?
I won't feel nothing at the time. I ain't gonna even let it. I won't feel nothing at the time. I was just, trying to get some money.
Trying to get some money? Bet you probably would have wasted on oxycodone and ecstasy.
Trying to do something.
You shot that gun a bunch?
Right in there?
Right then and there.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I shot out.
Aiming for Dolph?
I ain't gonna know.
Was he able to say anything to y'all, or was he able to run or get away at all?
I shot through the glass, so I wasn't close up on him. I was shooting through the glass.
Okay.
I saw him standing by the window. I just got out and started shooting.
All right. Proceed till Justin shoots. There with the handgun. Who's that?
It just,
All right. You proceed. All right. You stop right here. It's Dolph's brother, Marcus. Did you know that he shot back at y'all?
I ain't noticed until we pulled out. And there was a bullet hole in my side window. And I told Jesse.
That adrenaline pumping so much, he didn't even know his brother was shooting back.
So I see, I'm hit back on my leg, and I see a bullet hole in my sweater. I said, damn. So we driving out, he was saying he was hit. I'm talking to him, making sure we on Rick, making sure he's straight. I'm like, you all right? He's like, yeah, I'm straight. But the bullet head went in my arm, and it was a bullet in my back.
I'm gonna back up. You and Justin.
He was just so high off the moment with the pills. Allegedly, they're talking about oxycodone, ecstasy. We don't know if he was taking pills to do this drill. And on top of that, he said the adrenaline. You gotta think about it. They said they didn't even know they got hit till they both got in the car. So both shooters were shot.
Or run into the white Mercedes, is that right?
Right.
You get in what side of the car?
I get on the passenger side.
And Justin gets back in the driver's side?
Yeah, he get back in the driver's side.
Y'all get in the car. You can watch the rest of the video here. Did y'all see Marcus getting a second gun from his car?
Nah, but when we pulled out, and I knew it was shots back, I was finna shoot back, but there were too many cars coming, and I ain't just want to hit no anybody, so I ain't shoot back.
Because Marcus was shooting at y'all as y'all were leaving from down here, is that right?
Yeah.
And you would be in the car at this point?
Yeah, we was in the car.
Looking backwards?
Yeah, I was looking back, but we had, like, how we were driving. Like, how he was driving, he was all the way on the other side, but, so I ain't want to just shoot back and hit him.
So the shots, all the shots that you fired were the ones we saw right here with Dolph, is that right?
Yeah.
And Justin too?
Yeah.
All right, so y'all didn't shoot back at Marcus as y'all were
Nah, we
driving?
didn't shoot back at him.
So he never even got shot at. They both ran up and they were just so laser focused on Dolph. They saw him standing there through the glass, they said, jumped out the car and ran straight to him. To the point they didn't even know his brother standing next to him was shooting back at them until they got out.
You say you got shot in the shoulder?
Yeah, I got hit in my shoulder, in my upper arm.
In the upper arm, shoulder area here
On my leg.
of your right and your leg. And you realized you had been shot once you got in the car?
Yeah, once I got in the car.
Could you still have a scar from when you got shot in the arm? Is that right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Mark, I have him step down and display this to the jury real quick. Come on, just right here. Turn sideways here.
Brother did hit both of them. That's crazy.
Just
Though.
walk down this way.
I don't know how many rounds that handgun had.
And with the sounds of how they were like chilling, it sounded like they got hit with the handgun, not that assault rifle he started shooting at the end.
All right. You and Justin jump back in the car. You've been hit in the shoulder on November 17th, 2021.
We knew that, they had heat on Dolph in them head or whatever, so
Who had a hit on whose head?
Big Jook had a hit on Dolph head or whatnot, so
How do you know that Big Jook had a hit on Dolph's head?
but Quit had told me about it, Quit, and you know what I'm saying, being just
How much money was it supposed to be?
$100,000 on Dolph head.
And had you agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Had Justin agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
We all gonna do it together?
Look at Justin's face, like he confused on who he is. Who? What? You saw his confused ass face? Yeah, nigga, you chose the wrong mans for the mission. That man right there, Justin Johnson. He even called you by your government name. I ain't gonna call you straight drop. He keeps calling you Justin.
Yeah, they been on it, but yeah.
Was there any arrangements as far as splitting the money or anything?
Yeah, me and him supposed to be giving Quit $10,000 apiece.
All right, so you and him are gonna give Govan $10,000 apiece?
Yeah.
And how much are you gonna get?
I was getting 40, he was getting 40.
Coven, I believe, is, damn, I forgot her name, but remember remember Little Uzi's artist, the one that lost her life? Her father was tied to this death of this case as well. That's why everybody keeps saying, like, was she taken? We don't know if that was involved with the Dolph case, but that was just random how she got shot in the whip. Like, did that have some tie to this? We don't know yet.
Had you spoken with Justin about this?
Yeah, we had been talking about it.
Okay. This was not something that just happened this day, but something that was in the process for weeks?
Yeah,
How did y'all hook up this day, if you remember?
he had pulled up to give you. He came and got me or whatever.
Where did he get you from?
He got me from my father's house.
Where's your father's house?
I was Lamont Sims.
Orange Mound area?
Yeah.
Had either you called him or he called you or anything like
He
this?
had called me the first time I missed the call. Then he called me back, I answered. He was telling me basically they were pulling up because we already knew what was going on.
When you say you already knew what was going on, you already knew that this is about?
Yeah, because we knew they were doing a turkey drive, so we was actually on our way to Westwood.
Had you and Justin talked
Damn, so they were gonna shoot at Dolph at the turkey drive. That's really where they were gonna try to get to Dolph.
about this particular day before?
Like, nah, not the specific day. Like, we just knew that it was turkey drive going every day that week. We just knew that.
You knew that, the fair said you knew Dolph was involved in these turkey drives this week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we didn't know we were gonna catch him, but we knew that his artist, you know, everybody had a hit on him. Everybody had a price on him.
So even as artists, nigga, it was fair game for them too. So if somebody else could have caught that shot if Dolph would have never pulled up and they got their hands on somebody else. And one of their artists that I'm assuming, I'm not just assuming, but if they're saying they put money on their head, could it have been Key Glock? Which again, their cousins, their family, like, this is crazy. If I'm Key Glock watching this, not only am I angry, but I'm also like, damn, bro, is another universe, another Spideyverse? This could have been different news that we got that day.
From Jook?
Yeah, from Jook.
And that was going to be y'all's business this week?
Yeah, that was our business.
When he arrived at the house, do you remember what he was driving?
White Mercedes Benz.
Okay, had you seen that car before?
Nah, I ain't never saw that car.
Did you get in the car with him?
Yeah, I got him.
What, is there anybody else in the car?
Nah, it was just me and Jesse.
Were there any guns in the car?
Yeah, they was on the back seat in the bag.
Do you remember what kind of guns they were?
A Draco, handgun.
Okay. And Draco, Memphis, some type of bigger semi-automatic weapon, is that right? And then a handgun? Do you remember what you were wearing at 2021?
We knew that, you know, they had heat on Dolph in them head or whatever, so
Who had a hit on whose head?
Big Jook had a hit on Dolph head or whatnot, so
How do you know that Big Jook had a hit on Dolph's head?
Could Quit had told me about it. Quit.
Okay. Had you spoken with Justin about this?
Yeah, we had been talking about it.
Okay. This was not something that just happened this day, but something that was in the process for weeks?
Yeah, we.
So they're basically showing that it wasn't like no manslaughter. It wasn't like the heat of the moment. It was something planned. Is why they were able to seal that life in prison.
How did y'all hook up this day, if you remember?
He had pulled up to give you. He came and got me or whatever.
Where did he get you from?
He got me from my father's house.
Where's your father's house?
Like, nah, not the specific day. Like, we just knew that it was.
Y'all's business this week.
Yeah, that was our business.
When he arrived at the house, do you remember what he was driving?
White Mercedes Benz.
Memphis, some type of bigger semi-automatic weapon, is that right?
Yeah.
And then a handgun? Do you remember what you were wearing that day?
had on some gray sweatpants, some orange and white Jordan 1s, and a blue Gap hoodie.
A blue Gap hoodie?
With a do-rag on.
With a do-rag on. Did y'all have gloves?
I had my own gloves.
You had your own gloves?
He had his own gloves.
When you got in the car, did you have your gloves on?
Nah, I ain't have no gloves on.
You said Justin had his own gloves?
Yeah, he had his gloves on. Some black gloves.
Damn, so when he already touched that car and Justin was driving that vehicle, he already had his gloves on. That's something you should have told homie on the phone, because this nigga sound like they just went and got a crash out dummy. Like, that's how this nigga sounded on that stand. And we saw Justin put up a post like he wasn't gonna bite the cheese. He'll do life in prison before he bite the cheese. You are better than me. Nigga, you are Ratatouille is what they would have called me after I would have got up out of there. I'm telling you, bro. Like, I just don't see myself talking like this nigga's talking on the stand, because whatever I do, I always try to give 100 in. So I just did that. Life never just attracted me. A nigga called me to go crash, nigga, catch a killing. You crazy, nigga. I'm calling PRE and telling them niggas you coming. I'm wearing a wire.
He had his black gloves on before he picked you up?
Yeah.
Does he get out of his car and pick you up, or do you go up to the car? How's that work?
Nah, I got out the house, came out the house, and got on in the car.
Okay. Off to do the mission.
Yeah, do a mission, try to catch you, somebody.
Try to catch one of the rappers?
Yeah, one of them.
At the Turkey Drive in Westwood?
In Westwood, yeah.
All right. What happens after y'all get in the car?
Oh, we went back on Bradley Street. He got some out of, I think they were like a expedition truck that he had parked on Bradley Street. And then we took the back street. We was at Lamont Airways. We had the light.
So he picks up, let me get this right. He picks you up in the Mercedes, is that right?
Yeah.
But you go to Bradley Street.
Yeah.
And is there an expedition already there?
Yeah, expedition already there. Parked in the yard.
Do you know who parked that expedition there?
I guess he did.
Okay, we're not allowed to guess in here.
Well,
okay. So
I ain't see him parking though.
Okay.
I don't see him.
And what color was it?
White.
The white expedition.
Yeah, white.
Did y'all do anything when y'all went to Bradley Street at that point?
He got something out the truck and then jumped back in the car.
I got you. So he gets out of the Mercedes at Bradley Street, goes into the expedition and gets something.
Yeah.
And comes back?
Come back.
Do you know what he got?
Nah, I don't know.
Are y'all talking at this point?
Nah, we wasn't talking, like, because he was on the phone at first, then he hung it up, but we wasn't talking about it.
Okay. Now, y'all were cool with each other, is that right? You and Justin?
God.
He gets back in the white Mercedes?
Yeah, he get back in the white Mercedes, and we take the back street, and get you and stuff, to, we was at Lamont Airways. We finna get on the expressway, going to the expressway.
Okay. Bradley to Dedrick, is that what you said?
Yeah.
And then y'all are going to get on the expressway?
Yeah, we finna get on the expressway on Airways.
Okay. But when this is Airways that we see.
Yeah, this Airways.
Okay. What happens once y'all get to Airways?
We had the light. Y'all can come clean across the light.
How'd y'all know it was Dolph?
Everybody know, how the car is.
Damn, so they were just sitting there about to be on the way to, they wasn't even gonna go to Makita's. They were about to go to the Turkey Drive and catch a totally different rapper. Again, just wrong place at the wrong time. Dolph happens to be driving by them at the light. How did you know it was Dolph? Nigga, he got a camouflage Corvette in Memphis. There's not many of these around there. We know who's Dolph. Like he said, everybody knows his whip.
On T-cars and stuff.
Yeah, people in Memphis knew about that rap, right?
Yeah.
That camouflage white and green and blue rap.
Camouflage.
That surprised you? See him like that?
Yeah.
Did you say anything, or did Justin say anything?
We was like, there go Dolph right now.
All right, what did y'all do?
We received the trailer. Received the trailer.
So y'all are following him on Airways?
Yeah, right over the street.
All right. And you saw the first part.
I would pay anything to just see what this nigga's taking notes on. There's no way. Rat ass nigga. Why in the living life would I trust him? I told these niggas not to invite him. Like, nah, what is he writing?
Of this video, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you see him pull off here to the cookie store?
Yeah, he pulled in the cookie store.
What'd y'all do?
We made the block. Came with the bag way.
We saw him pull off of Airways to here, is that right?
Yeah.
Y'all, can you see my little pointer?
Yeah.
Y'all would be traveling this direction on Airways, is that right?
Visit 5 starts now.
My nigga dog.
Running to a shooting 2370 Airways. We are coming on the air with breaking news tonight. Rapper Young Dolph is dead at the age of 36.
And it's a great loss, man, for this city to suffer a loss this big.
Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith are, we allege, the two shooters.
It's really crazy though. On Instagram, detectives and shit and investigators online put this together so quick. Like, I'm telling you, before they found him, who's already reacting to this nigga's straight drops music. Like, nah, they saying this nigga's a killer.
Can be here without strong evidence against him. It's a major case. It's a big deal.
And he shot a music video and included Bass Pro Shop in the music video. That's how I knew this nigga didn't care about freedom.
Be ready for trial, and they're going to be with us. There we go.
I'm just waiting for all of the facts to come out, but I do believe and I know that his justice will be served. And I know that without a shadow of a doubt, it will be served.
Dolph!
Nearly 3 years after rapper Young Dolph was gunned down in Memphis, the trial for his murder is underway and it is moving quickly. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Darcy Thomas.
And I'm Daryl Green. One day in and already big developments in this case. Here's what we know at 5 tonight. After confusion about who would actually go to trial, today Fox 13 learned that only Justin Johnson,
Only Justin went on trial. Why? If I would have known that, I'm like, oh nah, this nigga's definitely ran. Because why? That nigga, that was their prime witness against Justin. His trial was cooked, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, his trial was instantly cooked. Because the dude standing with him shooting the weapon as well was there. Like, he was the main suspect.
one of the two accused gunmen would face the out-of-town jury.
We also found out that the other accused shooter, Cornelius Smith, and the alleged mastermind of this shooting, Hernandez Govan, would testify against Johnson. And prosecutors outlined a motive, a hit ordered by another Memphis rapper, Big Jook. He was gunned down last winter.
Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre broke the news of Young Dolph's murder back on November 17th, 2021. He was in the courtroom today. Jeremy, Cornelius Smith took the stand this afternoon.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, cross-examination wrapped up about 15 minutes ago for Cornelius Smith. Right now, the trial is still going on with the medical examiner right now on the stand testifying about that autopsy. Now, Smith admitted killing Young Dolph and described Justin Johnson's connection. It came after the prosecution laid out a plan to kill the rapper and father of two, started by another Memphis promoter connected to well-known Memphis rapper. Now, here's the thing. The prosecution opened this case with surveillance video of Young Dolph's last moments walking into Makita's Cookies. They showed that surveillance video. Cornelius Smith identified.
For those that haven't seen it, I'll show you guys that as well. That was heartbreaking. Just seeing Dolph, like, oh my God. Because any minute, I was already tweaking. Like, any minute, they're going to pop them shots. Damn, bro. Dolph? Damn.
Himself as well as Justin Johnson in that surveillance video. We even saw surveillance video of Justin Johnson as well as Cornelius.
Oh, I don't even got to show you guys. It's right here in the video. This is the clip right here, bro. With Dolph just going through, picking the cookies he wanted quickly.
Smith, him testifying that what they did after the shooting death of Young Dolph. Take a listen to what he told us on the stand.
Got those Nikes on?
Yeah. I want your white Nike.
Black sweatshirt, gloves. What kind of hat is it?
A bad pro.
That's Justin.
Yeah, just.
And you understand, or do you understand, as you identify these pictures, not only are you saying that Justin's guilty of murder,
Right, I'm
of the
guilty.
contract hit, but you're saying you're guilty too.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that true?
Yes, sir.
Now we heard Cornelius Smith expected to get about $40,000 for that contracted hit.
And they end up getting 1,100. Crazy.
On Young Dolph. We only heard of him getting a total compensation of $800 and some pills. He said that
he got $800. He said some pills, but then he also says that I think he said Big Jook or somebody hit him up to meet up with him, and they have given him an additional to his girl. He sent his girl to the car masked up, and she got an additional $300.
on the stand. We also learned that Cornelius Smith, he committed that murder of Young Dolph on the day of his daughter's birthday. Now, here's the thing. Assistant District Attorney Paul Hagerman told the jury Smith bought drugs from Hernandez Govan, and that's the accused mastermind of this murder of Young Dolph. He also claimed Johnson was connected to Hernandez Govan in hopes of signing a contract with the CMG music label and being connected to Big Jook. That's the brother of Yo Gotti. Now, of course.
So it looks like that's why Straight Drop was crashing out, trying to get a CMG record label deal. Just trying to look good in their eyes, catching bodies and all, but really trying to get signed for his music. Crazy, crazy motive.
We're continuing to listen in on this testimony that's continuing to go on right now. No telling when this trial will end or wrap up for the day. today. We did have a comment from Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy, who says he expects this entire trial to be wrapped up by Wednesday.
And that they did do. This trial was super fast. By Wednesday, we already saw Thursday he got life in prison. Like, it was quick. They're gonna still do Govain. They still gotta do the other dude, the other shooter that actually spoke as a witness in this case. Big Jook no longer is here, but I do believe CMG will receive something for it. I do believe. I don't think CMG just walks away. As many times as they said, they even told the shooter, somebody paid $50,000 for your lawyer. Who gave that $50,000? He's like, I don't know. They ended up making, basically the prosecutor was saying it was CMG, and that was a payment for him. But instead of going to him, it ended up going to the lawyer. He's like, I never received the money in my hand. No, but your lawyer. Like, they're basically painting the picture to show us how CMG is connected to all of it. Was the beef really worth it? I don't believe so. But let me know down below your thoughts. Justin ends up getting life in prison. Straight drop, wanted a record deal. Now you got a life in prison deal. You signed your life away to the correction officers. Like, that's insane. From Bass Pro Shop to never seen a fishing rod again. Pause. Insane how people don't value their life. You only get one of those guys. Always remember that. Go to school, man. Get a job. Think about a business, something. But you'll make more bread than these guys are making without doing half the crime. $40,000, my nigga. You can't even imagine to tell me to work at even a year in a job to make 40 bands. Like, it's just, that's a disrespect. So if I wouldn't do it for a year's salary, I wouldn't do it for my life in prison. Sub up, comment down below. Please share your thoughts about everything going on. Is it worth it? Was it not worth it? I'm gonna answer that for you. It was not. Rest in peace, Dolph. And I just hate to see where this ended, man. Subscribe to the channel. At 10,000, we will be doing that giveaway, man. Sub up.